Welcome to the Cinch SPFL Scottish Football Roundup, with all the action from the Cinch Championship, League 1 and League 2 on Week 4 of the season. Coming up, Sam Stanton settles the first Fife derby of the league season. Falkirk continue their bright start with a big win on the road. And Ollie McDonald seals a dramatic win for Stranraer at Stair Park. Saturday brought about the first Fife derby of the league season, with Dunfermline playing hosts to Raith Rovers. The Pars came out of the blocks looking for an early goal, Aaron Conway denied by the post. Kevin Dabrowski has been in excellent form since joining Raith Rovers. He had to be right on his game to prevent this Joe Chalmers effort from curling into the bottom corner. Raith's first real chance of the game came on 35 minutes. Callum Smith pounced on a moment of indecision from Ewan Otto before clipping the ball into the 6-yard box for Sam Stanton to head home for 1-0. A terrific header met by jubilant noise from the travelling Rovers fans. Craig Whiten is more known for his poacher's instinct, but he showed his creative qualities here. His cross just evading Michael O'Halloran at the far post. Dunfermline's defence has been one of the SPFL's best for over a year now, but a rare lapse in concentration from the Pars backline laid a chance on a plate for Stanton, who was denied by a top stop from Harrison Sharp. James McPake's side kept on plugging away in search of an equalising goal. Persistent play on the right-hand side on 70 minutes, with the ball eventually landing at the feet of Ewan Otto, who scooped it just over. The home side fought right till the very end to try and salvage at least a point, but it was the Rovers' rearguard which proved impenetrable on the day. The points and the bragging rights were heading back to Kirkcaldy. Thistle and Queens are familiar foes, having met 4 times in the past 4 months. It was the home side who started brightest on Saturday, Harry Milne denied at the near post by young Callum McKenna. Thistle continued to dominate the early going, Jack McMillan and Stephen Lawless combining well on the right-hand side, with Lawless's cross eventually finding Kerr McInroy in the area, who swept home for 1-0. A first Thistle goal for McInroy, the midfielder's first goal in over a calendar year. Not happy with just a single goal, Thistle pushed for another. Great work from McInroy and Lawless in midfield, with Lawless arrowing a teasing ball into the Queen's area for Brian Graham to poke home the Jags' second of the afternoon. A typically excellent poacher's finish from one of the division's very best. After going 2 down, Queens looked to respond and get a foothold back in the game. On loan Bayern Munich teenager Barry Hepburn with a great run, his cutback making its way to Rory Payton, who smashed home from inside the area. Cinch Championship goal number 3 for Queen's Park's number 9. The second half saw momentum swing in favour of the away side. Celtic loanee Ben McPherson's cutback finding Jack Thompson, whose effort clipped the top of the bar. But the scoring would be complete just shy of the hour mark. A misplaced pass from McPherson allowing Stephen Lawless to tee up Kerr McInroy, who netted his second and Thistle's third of the afternoon. McInroy the main man, and 3 valuable points for Chris Doolan's Jags. Dundee United travelled to Somerset Park, hoping to build upon their positive start to the season. They looked like the team likeliest to score early on, Kevin Holt testing Charlie Albinson's resolve here. Louis Moult continues to look like a top acquisition for Jim Goodwin's side. He was the next to have a go for the Terrors, blocked by an excellent lunge from Sean McGinty. Dundee United skipper Ross Docherty spent 5 years at Somerset Park between 2015 and 2020. He went close to opening the scoring, denied by an excellent Albinson save. Aidan McGeady is a player with a wealth of experience at the top level, but his effort couldn't make it through a crowd of bodies in the Dundee United area. After going close in the first half, Kevin Holt would have another chance in the second, this time his header finding the bottom corner to put the Tangerines in front. A first league goal of the campaign for Holt. Matthew Cudjoe continues to impress this season. His through ball found Louis Moult, who looked to lob air keeper Charlie Albinson from outside the area. Albinson managed to catch the ball, but not before it had gone over the line. 2-0 Dundee United. New Ayr signing Jack Young fancied himself for a debut goal, but was denied by a brilliant Jack Walton save. Dundee United didn't rest on their laurels and kept pushing for more. They were rewarded in the 90th minute when Kevin Holt popped up at the back post to complete his brace. Jim Goodwin's side back to winning ways on the road. Jamie McDonald impressed in last weekend's Viaplay Cup defeat to Rangers. He was tested early on against Arbroath by a well-struck Mikey McKenna free kick. McDonald was called into action again just moments later, this time having to deny a goal-bound Aaron Steele header. Arbroath have had a difficult start to the season, but they looked sharp at Capello and were rewarded for their efforts by the way of a penalty kick after Kirk Broadfoot was alleged to have handled the ball in the area. Denied by Jamie McDonald with his earlier free kick, Mikey McKenna slotted beyond the keeper from 12 yards for 1-0 Arbroath on the 20-minute mark. McKenna opening his league account in icy cool fashion. Morton had a succession of chances from corners before the break. Jack Baird's header well held by Derek Gaston here. Next to try his luck was Stephen Boyd, but he couldn't keep his curling effort down. And the best chance of the bunch would fall for Jack Baird once again, his back post header going inches wide. The second half saw Morton continue to threaten from the set piece, this time a stramash in the area with Arbroath eventually clearing their lines. Robbie Muirhead came into this match with a goal in each of his first 2 league appearances, but he was denied 3-3 by a smart save from Gaston. On a run of 3 straight league defeats, Arbroath were desperate for all 3 points at Capello. They found a bit of good fortune on 73 minutes when Morton midfielder Ian Wilson turned the ball into his own net after a corner kick. A moment of good fortune, but a huge goal for the Lichties. João Balde is a player who has looked impressive for Arbroath this season. The Portuguese midfielder won the ball on the edge of the Morton area before shimmying his way towards goal and firing beyond McDonald for 3-0. A huge result and a possible turning point for Dick Campbell's side this season.
Goal scorer for Arbroath, number 25, Joel.
Airdrie looked to bounce back quickly after their gruelling cup defeat to Ross County. They were quick off the mark against Caley Thistle, opening the scoring after just 35 seconds. A brilliant run from Lewis McGregor, whose cross was turned home by Caley defender Cameron Harper. The Diamonds were handed a golden chance to double their lead on 32 minutes. Callum Gallagher capitalised on some slack play at the back from Danny Devine before composing himself and slotting past Mark Ridgers for 2-0. A fourth goal in Gallagher's last 3 outings in all competitions. Caley striker Austin Samuels is still awaiting his first goal of the season. He was denied by the outside of the post on 38 minutes. Airdrie went close to making it 3 before the break. A great run from Callum Gallagher, but the forward's eventual shot missing the mark. Airdrie skipper Adam Frizzell was booked just before the break, with the referee spotting an off-the-ball trip. The away side came out the blocks in the second half, Josh Ray being tested at the near post by Billy Mackay. Caley were adamant that they'd scored in the 50th minute. Nice play from Nathan Shaw and a great delivery, with the ball being bundled goalwards by Danny Devine, but referee Dan McFarlane ruled that the ball hadn't crossed the line. Despite being 2 goals up, things were about to get tricky for Airdrie. Adam Frizzell sent off for a second bookable offence with almost 40 minutes left to play. Being a man light didn't stop Airdrie from attacking, however. Lewis McGregor going on an incredible solo run, but pulling the eventual shot narrowly wide. The man advantage would eventually pay off for Caley Thistle. Louis Longstaff finding space in the area with his shot hitting the post, only for Nathan Shaw to tap home from a yard out. 20 minutes left to play and Caley right back in it. Caley huffed and puffed in the late stages of the game, but to no avail. Nathan Shaw going closest with this shot from outside the area, but Airdrie hung on for all 3 points. A look at the Cinch Championship table after the latest round of fixtures. Queen's Park remain top of the table despite their away defeat at Firhill. Dundee United, Raith and Airdrie make up the playoff spots, having all picked up 3 points on Saturday, while Caley Thistle sit 10th as the division's only side yet to register a point thus far. Both sides came into this match looking to pick up their first points of the season. City threatened first, Danny Handling's effort from range curling narrowly wide. City would make the early pressure pay off in the 4th minute. A free kick flighted into the area, dropping for Kieran Offord, who fired home the game's opening goal. Offord off the mark for his new club. The striker almost doubled his tally soon after. A great run, with the finish just somewhat lacking. The away side continued to dominate things in the early going at Galabank. Their persistence paying off big time when Innes Murray volleyed home for 2-0 just beyond the half-hour mark. A top finish from City's number 23. Annan would start to build a little bit of momentum before the break. Dominic Docherty pouncing on a misplaced clearance to pull a goal back for the home side. A first league strike of the season for the midfielder. Annan almost drew themselves level before the break, denied only by some excellent goalkeeping from Aidan McAdams in the Edinburgh net. Tommy Goss was Annan's primary goal threat last season, but he couldn't find the net with this headed effort. City pushed hard to try and restore their 2-goal advantage, Greg Fleming having to be at his best to deny Callum Crane here. The next big chance for Annan would come on the hour mark. Willie Gibson's cutback finding Dominic Docherty, who swept home from the edge of the area. Parity on the scoreboard after a great fight back from the hosts. City looked to poke their noses back in front when substitute Ryan Shanley raced clean through on goal on the 75th minute, denied only by an outstanding save from Greg Fleming. From City going close at one end, it was Annan's turn at the other. Matty Douglas unable to turn home Benji Lusant's cross. Annan kept on pushing and eventually found a spark in the dying embers. Josh Dixon clipping an inviting ball into the area, met by the head of Tommy Goss to send the home fans into raptures. An incredible turnaround and a first ever win as a third tier club for Annan. Queens travelled to the Balmoral Stadium with aspirations of making it 3 wins on the bounce in Cinch League 1. They got off to the ideal start when Harvey Walker gave them the lead after just 3 minutes. 2 goals in 2 games for Walker. Romain Burrell has continued to impress for Cove Rangers, but he was unable to apply the finishing touch on this occasion after a great run. Paul McGowan was next to go close for Paul Hartley's side. The experienced midfielder just unable to find the net here. Cove defender Will Gillingham was caught on the wrong side of Gavin Riley just before the break, the centre-back being booked for his foul on the Queen's forward. Regan Mimno has been excellent since making the switch from Hamilton Accies in the summer. He doubled Queen's lead with a spectacular free kick from range. A surefire goal of the month contender. Queens went on the hunt for a third after the break, St Johnstone loanee Alex Ferguson trying his luck from outside the box. The away side would be reduced to 10 men on 68 minutes, goalkeeper Gordon Botterill shown a straight red card for an off-the-ball incident. Cove looked to take advantage of the man advantage late on, Connor Scully seeing this effort blocked and cleared away from danger. The home side would also have a man sent off late on. Will Gillingham showed a second yellow for this incident in the Queen's box. New Cove Rangers signing Tyler Makita showed off a piece of individual excellence when he swept home this free kick deep into added time. But it was no more than a consolation as Queens returned to Dumfries with the points. It's been full throttle stuff so far from Accies in league action this season. They had the first chance of the game against Montrose just 4 minutes in. Jamie Burjonas' cross being met by Dylan Tate, who headed the home side in front. The on-loan Hibs man making himself right at home in Hamilton. It was a first half of few big chances. Scott Martin had a goal from range, but couldn't hit the target. Dylan Tate went looking for his second of the game on 33 minutes. His shot though, well held by Cammy Gill. Tate continued to be the main attacking threat in the second half, this audacious effort hitting the woodwork. Ryan Oney continues to be one of the SPFL's brightest young prospects. The teenager dazzling the Mo defence on 53 minutes, but unable to add the finishing touch. Kevin O'Hara is still awaiting his first league goal for Accies. He capitalised on a misplaced Rory McAllister pass and raced through on goal, denied though by smart goalkeeping from Gill. 1-0 the final score. After tasting defeat against Falkirk in midweek, Stirling had a point to prove at home to Kelty Hearts. Cammy Clark denied the game's opener by a Kyle Gourley save. Kelty would threaten shortly after through Craig Johnston, but the striker's shot sailed over the crossbar. Lewis Milne was arguably Stirling's best performer in midweek. He played an excellent ball into Jack Leach in the area, but the midfielder nodded just wide. Stirling looked like the side more likely to open the scoring heading into the second period. Nice work from Ross Davidson and Dale Carrick, with Davidson's shot well beaten away by Gourlay. From a good save at one end to an even better one at the other. Superb reflexes from Blair Curry to deny Reece Lyon on 72 minutes. The away side had another huge chance in the 80th minute. Craig Johnston arriving in the area before getting the ball stuck under his feet, only for Blair Curry to make another stunning save on the follow-up. The game's defining moment would come 2 minutes before the end. Stirling substitute Josh Cooper ghosting in off the left-hand side before unleashing a shot from outside the area which beat Kyle Gourlay at his near post. A great run and a solid strike from Cooper, returning the Beanos to winning ways on home soil.
Miller one-on-one against Skugel. Beats him for pace. Calvin Miller driving into the box, clips it across. It's to Morrison, and he's not got the right connection on that. It's over the bar from, but Skugel, Roberts.
No, that's fine.
It's a great tackle from Roberts, and Coulson on the left-hand side can find the ball into the box. Can he?
Yeah,
he's done really well. Skugel, what a save from Sam Long. And there's a slip from Debayo, and Morrison's driving into the box. He passes it across, and Calvin Miller is there for the easiest of finishes. It's moments after Alloa so close to taking the lead. And we'll keep this attack alive for the Bairns with Morrison. Left foot of Morrison into the area, and it's all the way to the back post, and it's another tap in, and it's Alfredo Aguiman that's the man that's done it. It's Morrison's ball once again, causing problems in the Alloa box. It's good feet there from Spencer. Fancies the shot down the throat of Morrison. He spills, and it's just about cleared, still alive for Falkirk. Very weak claims for a penalty.
Oh, he miscontrols as he's under pressure from Miller. Thankfully, it's off the post.
Somewhat of a lifeline. And that's really poor defending from Alloa. They've let Ross McKeever in, and he flicks it over PJ Morrison, and he celebrates in front of his new supporters. We thought it might happen. He's been on red hot form, Ross McKeever. Keeps it alive. Roberts to Colley. Can we get something into the box? It's floated in, and it's missed by Long, and Rodden gets the consolation goal for Alloa. Brad Rodden's second goal of the season.
So much width.
Here's Lowell. Oh, great feet from Lowell, and it's a fantastic finish. He's shown real class and composure there, Lowell, and he's put the cherry on the cake for Falkirk.
Now for a look at the Cinch League 1 table after the weekend's action. Accies stay top of the table with their 100% record still intact. Falkirk's big away win sees them remain second, with Queens and Stirling each just a point behind, while Annan's first ever win as a League 1 club sees them leapfrog Edinburgh City into 9th.
Played into the box quickly as James Hilton plays it in, and it's headed in by the head of Sean Crichton. Former Stennis. As Meekin takes the throw, aiming to reach Matthew Aitken, and it will do. Played into Yates, and he's had a header on goal, saved by Young. A well worked move there. It comes back as Greg Young picks up and he's passed. Ross Meekin, still Greg Young. Past him. And it's in back in net from Ross McLean, the Scotsman. Offside claims from the Warriors defence, but Ross McLean. As Nicky Jameson loses out from the Telio. And it's in. Back of net, another one for the away side, Dumbarton. As Ross McLean scores again. A quick fire double from the Scotsman. But found Matty Yates has played in Ross Taylor. Will come into the middle of the park and he's got Matthew Aitken and O'Reilly, and it's Ross Taylor still. Ross Taylor's had a shot. And it's in the back of net by O'Reilly, but it's flagged offside. Unfortunately for the Warriors. Aaron Lingus has tried to find Carlo Picantello, but he's kept going. He's played in. And it's in the back of the net again by James Hilton, whose tame effort just triangles into the bottom left corner to give the Dumbarton astonishingly a 4-0 lead here, as Ross Taylor comes running in and will win aside a penalty. A great run by Ross Taylor. Matthew Aitken will step forward and he scores. He gives the Warriors a goal back. Nicky Jameson will head to James Berry, but it's won back by Wilson, who's on the run. He's got players in the box, and it's a great save from Darren Jameson. Matty Yates picks it up out wide, who crosses it in. He'll recollect it, and it's Matty Yates still who'll get the goal, and it's off the post. Played wide to Ross Taylor. And Matthew Aitken gets another consolation. A great run by Ross Taylor. Plays a cross in, cross across goal. And Matthew Aitken gets a second off the game.
Bonnyrigg Rose travelled to Angus still unbeaten in league action this season. They went close early on when Alu Faye hit the side netting. Faye would continue to be the focal point of the Rose attack. He won his side a spot kick when he was adjudged to have been fouled by Matty Allen on 14 minutes. As he so often has for the Rosy Posy, Neil Martinuke stepped up and tucked away the opening goal from the spot. 2 goals in as many games for the defender. Bonnyrigg went close to grabbing a second goal soon after. Martinuke denied this time by a smart save from Mark McCallum. On loan Dundee man Ewan Mitali went close to equalising for Forfar. His shot squirming through the palms of Paddy Martin, but the keeper able to recover. Forfar midfielder Finn Robson was booked on the 55th minute for this late challenge on Ross Gray. The Loons looked to bring themselves level with a free kick on 64 minutes. The ball sent into the box, with Stuart Morrison rising highest to head beyond Paddy Martin and level the scores. A thumping header from the summer signing. The scores wouldn't remain level for long, however. Almost immediately from the kick-off, Alu Faye was sent in behind the Forfar backline before rounding Mark McCallum and restoring Bonnyrigg's lead. The perfect response to conceding a goal from Robbie Horn's side. Things got that little bit more difficult for Forfar on 70 minutes. Finn Robson saw red for his second bookable offence of the afternoon. A tough day at the office for the home side and an impressive away display from Bonnyrigg.
So player manager Ross Draper attempting to get up the right hand side for Elgin City. Ewan. Oh dear. Great ball through. Chance of. And it's a goal. It's an opener. Matty Wright with the opening goal. East Fife defence caught a bit square there. Healy. Oh, it's decent. Oh, the goalkeeper's got a glove on it. Elgin City on the counter again. Here's McEwen. Oh, that's a save and a half from Alan Fleming. He's going to take it quickly. Healy. The 1-2. Oh, it's a penalty kick. Yes, it is. all day long. Just Healy just too quick. Scores. The goalkeeper guessed right. Alan Troughton gave him the eyes as usual, and the goalkeeper guessed right, but it was straight into the bottom corner. Doherty, good run by Shepherd. He gambled well there. Shepherd now, he's got Austin at the back post. Oh, and here's Healy with the corner, back post area. Goalkeeper! Oh no, the referee's spotted an infringement. Great corner from Healy. Goalkeeper was nowhere, but chalked off. He's got Troughton available, but oh, he nearly. Elgin City on the counter. There's an important challenge. A combination of Easton and I think it was Murdoch.
Peterhead have started the season playing some fantastic football in Cinch League 2. They looked to open the scoring early on against Spartans, but Aaron Reid's cutback ended up deflecting into the gloves of Blair Carswell. James Cragen bagged his first Spartans goal in last week's win over Elgin, but couldn't find the target with this effort. After a first half of few chances, things livened up a bit in the second. Spartans going close after some good play on the left, but denied by some excellent goalkeeping by Stuart McKenzie. Jamie Dishington can do no wrong for Spartans at the moment. He made his way into the Peterhead box on the hour mark and turned home a Cammy Russell cutback to open the scoring. A third league goal of the season for the midfielder. Spartans kept their foot on the gas after grabbing the opener. They did just about everything but score in this exchange, the ball just not finding the net. More great play from the away side. Bradley White this time going clean through on goal and rounding Stuart McKenzie, but the midfielder's cutback was well recovered by the Blue Toon goalie. Peterhead thought they had an equaliser with around 15 minutes to go, denied only by the linesman's flag on the far side. Joe McKee is a player with a wicked shot in his arsenal, but the midfielder couldn't pick out the bottom corner with this free kick. Spartans kept on going in their own right, Dishington and White linking up here, with Dishington's ball into the area clipping the top of the crossbar. 1-0 the final score.
He's looking at it.
Fingers crossed, and firstly it's on target, and secondly the Stranraer players are following in if it is.
I think that's a... No.
Not too far away.
Well, that wasn't it.
The ball can hit off the underside of his knee that he was almost on top of it as if he had been
good
pushed.
ball, great ball through to Tamworth now. And Tamworth is he'd almost...
Chances inside, getting shot away.
Oh, what a chance for Ben Armour. Looking for the runners, and there we go, that's him there.
Again, the hand went up, but James I think that was a tight one again.
James Dolan, really lackadaisical, I thought. He just close to Williamson, close to Walker.
That was well done from Josh. That was well done.
Oh, there's a nice strike to Walker actually for about 30 yards out. Oh, I don't know what Stilton's trying to do there. Oh!
Well, I don't think he was trying to do that anyway.
Oh,
well done the keeper, but really should be taking advantage of that.
Yep.
Might still get a chance. You need some support up into the box if nothing else. Oh, broken two arm.
A chance again for Josh Walker. Oh, good take for the boy. Now
a chance.
Oh, a great chance.
Probably their best chance of the afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely was.
I really don't think Dylan needed to dive in like he did there.
Yeah,
I
don't know why they did that.
Backing off.
Oh, and absolutely all pressure. Oh, offside.
Oh.
Stranraer got away with one there, big time.
I think so. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't too much longer before the changes were made. Done well there.
Yeah, he certainly did. Great ball in there. Ben Armour. Oh, a save for the keeper. We'll see if this one can be better. That's a better one. Oof. Don't know who that was.
He's trying to float it back in. Oh, it's offside. Offside flags up.
Offside, yep. Well, here we go. Last chance saloon. It's going to be for Kyle Garvin. He does too. It's there!
It's there! Kyle Garvin flicks on.
Stranraer won it! Stranraer won it in the last minute! And on that side, I can't see who the goal scorer is. But Stranraer won it! Who is it, Kevin?
I do not know. Kyle Garvin with a flick on. And everybody up there, it might be Ollie McDonald.
Has scored.
Here's how Cinch League 2 is shaping up after match day 4. Dumbarton, Bonnyrigg Rose, Spartans and Stranraer all remain unbeaten and on 8 points apiece. Peterhead's home defeat sees them slip to 5th place, while Clyde prop up the division with just 1 point from their opening 4 games.